All right, so I'm here at Rivian in New York, and as you can tell by this beautiful beast behind me, we've got the R2 on display here. So we're gonna be checking this out, getting some hands-on first impressions. Now after the event, actually seeing it for real in person here. We've already got a reservation in, so can't wait to learn more about this. And then there's going to be a Q&A with one of the designers here too. So I'm going to bring all that to you here. So make sure you come along and let's learn everything we can about the R2.
That's right.
All right, so this is, of course, the Rivian R2, and it is the long-awaited successor to the R1s. So this is, of course, the SUV variant, which is the only one that we've got announced at this point. We also learned in the launch event about the R3 and R3X, but those will be coming later. The R2 here is going to be slated for production in early 2026, coming out of the Rivian factory in Normal. And so this comes after R1T, which is the pickup truck on the R1 platform, which was first, and R1S, which is back there with the tent, that came second, and is what we've got. And now the R2 here is still pretty big, but a little bit smaller, shrunk down dimensions. This is 2 rows instead of 3 like the R1S, and much more affordable, starting in the 50s. And you've got multiple different options here in terms of the engine configuration, battery packs, and therefore pricing with it. So one of the coolest things here is, you can absolutely tell this is a Rivian from every angle of it, especially up here with the headlights, these daytime running lights, and the light bar here. This is the distinctive style that we know from Rivian. We've got it here on the R1T, of course on the R1S, and even on the EDV delivery vans that you probably see from Amazon, and now starting to come out from a couple of others too. So we've got that here, and we've got a power opening front trunk here. We've got these tow hitch points, of course. You can see the cameras. One of the things they talked a whole lot about was all of the cameras and sensors that are going to be available in here. So no sacrificing there. Here's your wheels, the size of the tires here. So we've got 21-inch 275 450s. I'm sure it's the same setup here. And these are what Goodyear EV tires. What's Goodyear's tires called? Eco-Ready Tech. And you can see here the electric sign. I love this little Rivian badging, and of course the yellow caliper still. So you've still got a few of the accents with this Rivian Compass yellow, including in the badge up here. Just not quite as many as you have on the R1s. Got the door handles here, which I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but I did hear are powered. I thought they were just kind of flip out ones, sort of like Tesla, but let's see if we can maybe take a look at that. Basically, there are going to be 3 levels here, basically tied to the motor setup. So there's going to be a single, I believe, rear wheel setup here, which will be the most affordable one. Give you the longest range. There'll be a dual motor one, kind of similar to dual motor in the R1s, and then a tri-motor performance, which will do 0 to 60 in it was under 3 seconds, and be, of course, the most pricey one. So you can see here. Now, one of the big complaints with the R1 was that there was not enough interior storage space, especially lack of glove boxes. And now, responding to that, we've got 2. This nice big one here. I do like this little strap for holding stuff down, and then another one there. You have here the center console that'll look very familiar from the R1. Your wireless phone charging pads here look very similar, except they've got a little bit different material here to hold things maybe a little bit better. One of the big complaints in the R1 has been that the phone chargers are really hard to get lined up and actually charging. And then here you can see, we've still got this massive display screen in the center, as well as the driver display. We weren't sure if that was going to stick around here or not because of the trying to keep the cost down, but awesome to see that here. Still got this like wood trim accents, great colors in here, and I mean, these seats even, it looks very much a Rivian, really doesn't feel like they're cutting costs like in a significant way here. Everything feels very much similar to the R1s. Got multi-way adjustable passenger seat controls here, same floor mats. Here is the latch for opening the door, lock controls, window controls, everything right out of R1 basically. Big. These are even bigger than the pockets in the R1, and you have like this extra cutout here to put water bottles in. You can see here the vents that are all controlled through the software on the screen here. And then pretty like redesigned UI here. So you can see we're in camp mode, or base camp mode, they're calling it now. And this is showcasing the powered accessory mount points on the roof that will allow you to use powered accessories like this camping tent that they have, which has lights inside and even has a projector screen, so you can watch movies while you're camping out there, which is amazing. They've also got a bike mounting system for the back that they've showcased and has power as well. And you can just see, you know, a little overall very familiar here, like in terms of UI, but a couple of little updates, and it's a little more like rounded off and bright and cartoony, I'd say. And then we'll talk about these steering wheel controls in a second. Actually, we've got a pretty good view here. So these are completely redesigned steering wheel controls as well. So instead of like the kind of four-way switch ones and two little scroll wheels that you have in the R1, you have these two big wheels. And the interesting thing here is they actually come around the back here, so you can use it with your thumb and like trigger finger almost. And most of what I've seen so far kind of compares this to like PlayStation controller in terms of the controls here. So you'll be able to use them sort of as like squeeze triggers. You can scroll them up and down. And then these are software controlled with haptics. So you'll actually feel like different click points depending on what you're controlling in the software. They can actually be like programmed to kind of stop at various points. So like if you're increasing volume, when you get to the zero volume, it'll stop scrolling at that point. When you're controlling like radio controls, you might feel clicks at different points in volume controls and other things like that. So really cool, and kind of the first of what we have ever seen in the automotive industry, if that works well. Steering wheel overall looks about the same, maybe like a little bit thicker, but I think probably pretty much the same. Same center storage here. Seats. Let's take a look in the back here. I think it's awesome. I do love this about Rivian. Like they are not afraid to like let you climb around and touch stuff. They don't want you to sit in it, but you're allowed to touch everything. This feels absolutely great. Great recycled, sustainable materials kind of throughout. I love this like new design of the door button on here. It's a lot more obvious where it is, so people are not going to be struggling to find that. Seats are great. I actually like this a lot more than the R1. It's like fabric material here, which I think will probably be a little bit more scuff and dirt resistant, especially with the kids kicking it all the time. And nice pocket here, the kind of stretchy out pull things. And then looks like quite a lot of leg room here. They don't want us hopping in, but I mean, just look at how much is there, and kind of infer how much space is there. So it looks really comfortable. Pretty wide middle seat. I don't think you probably want 3 adults too long in here, but you can definitely do some multi-hour road trips. You've still got like this accessory and hanging point, USB-C in here, speakers up there in the headrest, USB-C ports here, vent controls. So no like screen here in the rear like we have in R1, but you've still got the vent controls, and it looks like somebody maybe broke one. And then what are these buttons here? Lock, unlock, and it's easier to see in the phone. What is that showing? Oh, heated seats back here. So heated seats in the back still. That's great. You've got the center part that folds down there and kind of pass through. Looks like 60-40 splitting seats. They are powered down like in the R1, but not powered back up, which I actually prefer because it's easier to do. And then lots of storage space in the door here too. And you can see here kind of, let me switch this around. You can see how high. All right, so here's my height. I'm like 6'1"-ish, especially with the hat on. And this is quite a bit lower here. I'll give you a comparison. So no air suspension here, so not going to lift and lower, but the suspension tuning is supposed to be quite good. Here's an R1S, and it looks like it's in the, let's say, low but not kneeling suspension. And just for comparison's sake, here's where my head comes here. So that's about to my head level. I can just peer over the top, whereas here I'd say it comes a little bit more toward like neck or shoulder height. Yeah. All right, and here is the trunk area. So nice big lift gate, opens really wide here to make it easy to get stuff in and out. They've showcased a lot of sports and like adventure options here, sticking your surfboard through here, or even like hanging skis and golf clubs out. I'm not sure you really need to with how much space is here, especially with this center open part. Oh, not 60-40, so what would you call this? Little pass through there in the middle, just like in the R1. With the buttons back here for folding them down. You still have your, I always forget what this is called in NEMA terms, but the 110, 15 amp, I believe, outlets with 2 USB-C ports here. So no air compressor like in the R1. I wonder what this is. Because that little bag is what the air compressor's in R1, but maybe that's just like a tire repair kit. You got some mounting hooks here. Oh, another little baggie there. And you can see back materials here, a little bit like more Spartanier, fabricy than the R1, but still quite nice. So there's a point here for like a cargo cover to connect in, clamp in. Got these different hooks here. So they might have me open this. So, oh, lots of under floor storage there. Nice big space. Not quite enough for like a spare, but fit a lot of stuff in there. And
Is there anything I can show you?
Sure. I mean, do you know what options will be for like going under there? Like in there?
A
Be like
lot of the like detailed configuration
Yeah.
is still available.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got the full flat, you
Yep.
know, so full flat to the front, which is great for camping.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that's right. And the front seats even fold all the way flat, right? I forgot about that. Including the driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Do you know? I had seen one of the accessories that was pretty cool was like this powered bike mount thing. Do you know about that or like where that would kind of connect? Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, there will be a standard hitch as well, but this one, is for specifically the Rivian adapter, which
Yeah.
is nice because they're modular and then there's one per side.
Yep.
So you can, if you're traveling and then you don't need the bike rack, you can fit it in the car.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Which is super nice.
Yeah.
But
Space.
that
Yeah.
fits up to 2 bikes. It's got like the extended brake light on there as well.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen like the cargo box.
No.
The adventure car. You'll see
Yeah.
it in like some of the pictures, but that like uses the same bike mount adapter.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's powered also.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I know on the roof also can do powered stuff like the tent, right? And the projector.
I'm sure you might be able to, but there
Yeah.
are some powered ports on the side.
Uh-huh.
And then those have the powered roof crossbars.
Yep.
And then tomorrow, actually, I think we're going to be throwing the tent on the car.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You can
Oh, very
sell
cool.
that.
All right, I might have to make the journey just for that. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you know? Okay, one thing I hadn't seen at all. Do you know what comes in these? Is that just a tire repair, or because like in the R1, one of them is the tire inflator cable.
Yeah. They're different.
Might just be storage things.
But yeah, I'm
Okay.
not sure exactly why.
Okay.
It's supposed to be a modular kit.
No, it's awesome, and I guess there's not information yet on colors, right?
No, a lot of people have been asking,
Yeah.
but yeah, this is just like a configuration specifically for the launch, but
Yeah.
a lot of that's still being.
Yep. Okay. I think I saw somewhere somebody was calling it cloud white, but I don't know if that's the official name or not. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
the
yeah.
exterior.
Okay. Yeah.
Of the car, yeah.
And
The
then.
interior has like sleek blue and
Oh yeah.
some, like Rivian.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I didn't totally notice the blue tint there before, so it's a little bit different than R1 then.
It looks a little bit different, yeah.
Oh, awesome. And so then, like, configuration-wise, there's the 3 motor configurations, right? Single, dual, and tri performance, and all of them are over 300 miles of range. And the steering wheel part is, I think, one of the most
The
exciting things.
haptic
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super nice, super intuitive.
Yeah.
They have like 6 ways of motion. So
Okay.
they go in, out, left,
Yep.
right, up, down.
Oh, okay.
And then it changes dynamically based on like what's going on.
Uh-huh.
So volume control or
Yeah.
drive mode change, like it's
Yeah.
all a little bit different.
Does that work on this one? Can you feel it, or
But,
okay? Are you allowed to?
uh,
Okay, that's fine. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. Yep. Yeah. Of course. And then, are both the trunk and the frunk powered?
So this one obviously is not with manual struts, but I believe the intent is to go powered for the gate.
Okay. Yep.
And then the frunk is going to be a manual, so it's you release it, no urban, and manual.
Gotcha. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. I don't even notice on this one. Yeah, but okay. Maybe it's sort of maybe the way it's like powered kind of, and then the pneumatic to open it.
Gas struts.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't think at least on this one there's no button. Oh yeah. Should do that. Yeah. Yeah.
This is when the Cubby is launched, you use it to like have a laptop. Or,
Yeah. Have your coffee out there. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. And then this window itself comes down, and these ones pop out.
Yeah, these pop to vent, and then this also drops.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Like it's weird that a lot more OEMs aren't doing that as more standard.
Yeah. Everyone kind of compares it to the 4Runner. which is like probably because it's one of the only ones that you can get with that. I guess maybe Bronco. Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yep. And then with the seats down too. I mean, just so much room to carry all your stuff around. Oh, that's amazing. And then, so how do you like? Is all that stuff is just controlled from the screen?
Yeah, there's a button here in the back for the capacitive touch to drop the window, and the gate has a button on the bottom.
Gotcha. Okay.
But also controlled through the UI.
Sure. Yeah. Awesome. I love this is like one of the coolest features too, just the way that these are wedged out. Yeah.
I love it too.
Yeah. I wonder. It'd be interesting to see how much of this stuff maybe makes its way to like R1 at some point, or like if this will always just be R2 kind of stuff.
I think I feel like stuff like that probably is going to be unique to R2.
Yeah.
Just because of that like new look.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're always changing even R1 right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think this factory's shutting down in a couple weeks, right? For retooling. Yeah.
The next model's coming out.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It is super exciting.
They haven't said what is changing yet, right? About R1?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I know, but I don't know if it's...
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
But yeah.
Fair enough. There's enough speculation. I think we can guess.
Yeah.
Let's go. But I love the just the stuff that has carried over here. Like it's so clearly Rivian. The light bar here and even like all of the compass yellow accents and everything. Yeah. Oh, and this is the charge port?
Yeah, charge port. It's launching with the North American charging
Yep.
center, which is the Tesla.
Yep. Is it operational? No? Okay. I want to get you fired. No, you're cool.
There, though, I
Yep. Okay, no, that's fine. I know, especially like in pre-production stuff, sometimes you can't show everything.
Yeah.
No, very cool.
I don't know if you saw the hand warmer /
Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's on the passenger side, too. Yeah.
So the left side still has the flashlight, but
Yeah.
this one has a cool little charging light.
Oh, cool.
Which I think is so nice because, like, I always run out. I don't have a full charge, but I don't have one of these always ready.
Yeah.
So this will always be ready to go.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, 7,000. Okay. So that I didn't realize it was on passenger also. So you have both. It's not either or.
Than the R1.
Yeah.
But this is the flashlight's still there, but this is just for.
Yeah. Well, that's oh cool. I'd never seen that before. So exclusive. Very cool. Yeah. So it looked like it was USB-C on there.
Yeah.
And then
seen the to-go boxes?
Yep. That's definitely a customer request. It comes often. So we've got R1S, and you find places to stick stuff, but it's different not having a glove box. So nice to have that much space now. And then you're still like getting basically the space that you have from R1S also between the center and.
So like again, like a lot of like what's great about the R1, so you still have the deep storage.
Mm-hmm.
You have the full like cups, which stores away. And
Yep.
it's also got this full bed.
Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, instead of the speaker, yeah.
Yeah, instead of the speaker. But
Yep.
I think this page is fantastic.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. And then these are even bigger. I saw.
Cups and then
Yeah.
to fit like a Nalgene or
Mm-hmm.
something bigger.
Yep. We always have that problem. We actually have like I forget exactly which company, but we got like a 3D printed insert that goes in the bottom part there that holds much bigger bottles, which is always good. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and I can see the phone charger is different too, so that has been a thing people have been asking for.
Wireless charging.
Yeah. Awesome. Oh, very cool. There we go. Okay, so power open but manual close, and then I mean that looks it's only a tiny bit smaller than the R1 one, I'd say. Just a little bit less long. Width is about the same though, and depth looks about the same. Then you've got the two spaces here with this little fold-up cover in here. Great space for keeping your charging cables. Here's where you stick your windshield washer fluid in. Oh, I wonder if R2 will have the minty washer fluid also. But you still have the, of course, Rivian compass yellow here, and you've got this little pull tab now, which I think is new for closing it. And so got these Rivian branded lights, which are so popular. So we got 3 lights here, the same as one. Okay, yep. Just comparison here, you can see, yeah, this one a bit wider, and you have this cargo net, whereas here, little bit shallow, or not shallower, a little bit less going back. No cargo net, but still a lot of space there. No change though to how this opens, so still clamshell and not front lip that opens. So here's the same controls on the driver's side, and here we've got the flashlight still. But that's really cool. I learned something. I didn't know that it was going to be both options. I thought it was like an optional accessory to get the hand warmer and phone charger, but you've got both in here. And then, yeah, very, very familiar to me from R1. Pedals and everything look very much the same. Same seat controls here, including lumbar. Seats are very similar. And then here are these those haptic buttons. Oh, interesting. A couple of differences here in the stocks. So these wheels are, I believe, different than the R1. I don't know. I guess I don't ever look at them, but yeah, it's definitely different. So you have your like buttons for the front and the rear windshield washing here. Lights are controlled here. Turn for wiper controls and light controls on the more inside part there. And then over there, your park selection up and down, assuming double click for we call it highway assist and adaptive cruise control. And then that wheel there changes the follow distance. So then these are completely different and independent. Most of those controls are or some of those controls are in the wheel on the R1, whereas here they're in these controls. So you can get a good look at these now. And then here, this is a bit different. Turning directions are kind of shown differently in the R1 right now, where you have like the actual map and shows the streets and things. Whereas here it's like more of a just visual indication, which is kind of nice. We're at 70%, and like I mentioned, should be about 300 miles of range, at least available in some version of each configuration. I think basically the reason I'm saying this, I believe in the single motor, 300 will be with the standard battery, but in the dual and performance, you might need to go up to like a standard plus or a large pack, although they haven't officially said much of that yet. Your screen. It all looks very similar. Just that middle bar is a new thing that doesn't exist in the R1 right now. And even though we can't look at the charging port here, definitely will be shipping with NACS, which is great, and R1 will probably be coming a little bit after that. And they promise that this is going to charge from 10 to 80% in under 30 minutes, which is very good. We don't know exactly what the battery size is going to be yet, but good charging at least. And at least from interviews, it sounds like there are going to be two different options in terms of battery size, like a standard and large probably, or maybe standard range, long range. So there are 10 different sensors and 5 sets of cameras all around the outside here. So a lot of help in terms of just having camera for visibility, protection. I'm sure they'll have gear guard in here, and also having all of those sensors for driver assistance and some of the really nice things here like blind spot monitoring and what do you call it when a car is coming behind you and it warns you not to back into that thing, as well as distance control for parking. All right, and so like I mentioned, this is going to be coming in early 2026, and that is going to be coming out of the factory in Normal, which they're shutting down in like a couple of weeks basically now to do some retooling to both refresh R1 and to get ready for this. So awesome to see, and yeah, this is great for Rivian. Clearly a lot of excitement here, a ton of people here to check this out. A lot of people interested in this, also bringing people in to check out R1 and learn more about Rivian overall. So just smart thing for them to be doing this event for sure. And I think getting people excited for R2. They have so many orders out already on it. Even this far out, I think people really want something like this. The affordability is incredible. If they can really pull this off at under 50,000, and it's supposed to be actually starting under 40 or around 45,000, and that's even before like tax incentives and things, which it should be eligible for since it's being made in the U.S. That is going to be a huge thing to pull off here, and I think this is why people are excited about Rivian as a brand. They know how to spark excitement. They've got a great story they're telling, and just do such a good job of like having this enthusiasm and optimism about the future and what EVs can do for you. So it's really cool. All right, that is Rivian R2. Super exciting. Like I mentioned, I had my deposit down like within minutes of them opening it up already initially. But if you haven't already, then you can definitely go to Rivian's website and check it out and get your deposit down. It's only $100 and refundable. So might as well get your place in line for what I think is going to be an incredibly popular and in-demand vehicle. So super cool. Oh, let's go check it out. All right, so yeah, I mean, huge day here for Rivian after the launch announcement here. Just great to see this in person. I'm even more excited about this now. Can't wait for ours. This is absolutely going to be replacing our Model Y, and I've heard that from quite a few people. So I think first of all, there's just a lot of really nice things here. I mean, this thing feels like it is way more luxurious than the price tag would denote here. A lot of great features on here, incredible range, great performance numbers, super comfortable and great materials and luxurious and everything. So just really, really good here. I'm super impressed. Rivian's done an amazing job on this, just like they did with R1.
However, we're just going to go through the art that you're sitting here. So, show of hands, who saw the reveal? Who pre-ordered? Show of hands. I got more hands on the second one. That's cool. Who just wanted to pre-order the R2X? All right, I hear you. So, my name's Brian. Rivian Special Projects. We make sure that these vehicles, the ones that were shown, are safe. That's why we're not having to touch them. But what you should notice with all the details is it is production intent with what we did, what we want people to think it's not a concept car. It's very much what we expect to build in normal and deliver in the first half of 2026, which is what you all are excited about, right?
Yeah.
Quick one more show of hands. Who owns the Rivian right now? Sweet. All right.
Wow.
More T's or S's? T's. S's. All right. T's win. Good. I will ask a bunch of questions on that, but if you have any questions, myself, Austin, we can show you stuff on the car. Please remember, just hands off. We're going to start at the front. Who thinks this looks like an R1S? Is it a good or bad thing?
Good.
It's a good thing, right? Taking the R1, the essence of what made the R1S so special, the 7-passenger SUV, making it smaller, more efficient, making it a little bit sleeker, more modern. You can see the headlight, the iconic Rivian headlight design, a little bit tighter. It's a lot more functionality too. We'll debut more of that as we get closer to production. But I'll have Austin here open the hood. You can see if you didn't earlier, it is the same front storage, not as long of a front overhang, a little bit smaller of a front bin, but similar level of control. So through the UI, if you're asking me, hey, I read the specs about the cameras and the sensors, where are they? On this car, we don't have a lot of that deployed on the front end, but we do have lockable watertight storage, just like we have in the R1 products that any of you with hands up own. If you want to come around here, wheels and tires, still big, very much present in the vehicle. A lot of off-road capability, a lot of on-road capability. Not the same complex air suspension that gives you all of that ride height adjustment in the R1 mechanical system. Part of the drive behind this is making sure we hit the price point. You know what this starts at? 45. Great. You guys do my job. 40. Great. No. So in order to deliver that, there is stuff we have to make really informed decisions based on what we've asked for from our customers we've heard from. Speaking of things we've heard from, go over here, I'll show you. We have glove boxes. How many glove boxes? 2. Like an elementary school classroom, I'm asking. So everything around here, you can see the coolest thing about the interior, and it's going to feel like the Rivian premium materials, spaces you want to touch, giant storage. I don't know if anybody has a big water bottle you can put in here, but it's pretty impressive how much you can fit with the speakers moved into the center console. The haptic feedback on the scroll wheels here, you're like, I'm not sure what haptic feedback is. When you push a button, it doesn't actually press it. It feels like it. It's great for response. You can adjust it between volume or drive mode. And what's cool is it's showing what we're doing. It's the opportunity to do stuff with the over-the-air updates with software with more features that come out with very simple, really well done demonstration. Underneath the center console, on your storage in the drawer, cup holders, same spot as the R1, storage here, and then to show everybody what we added in based on what you wanted, not just one glove box. The second one, you can put a laptop in there, integrated in the IP. Otherwise, see it as a 5-passenger vehicle. We have one of the seats folded flat. The second row is a 40-40-20, so they can fold down independently. And cup holders in the center. And actually, for anybody that spent a lot of time in the back of the R1S, because there is no third row, you do have more, well, a couple distance front row to second row, there's more space, so more leg room in the second row. Legroom is nice. You fit people in. You have space. It's airy. There's a huge flat roof. Very similar ports for crossbars up top. Sitting with that airy theme, if you come around back, you'll notice not only do we have a lift gate that we can open up, but we can also drop the lights. So if you think about those times where you have something that's just a little bit too long, or the times where you're hanging out outside your car, like we happen to be with a bunch of friends, if you want to just be able to set your drink on a shelf inside the car, put stuff in when you're laying the seats down and car camping, but a little bit more usefulness in the drop glass. Side glasses also vent to get some airflow through the vehicle. Same power, but all of this into a really, really nice compact package that we're excited about. And for anyone that's like, I saw the sign and I got the invite, yeah, go ahead. The awesome space that is back here does come with optional spare tire. Don't ask me how we fit that in. We can't give you those secrets. This one doesn't have the spare iron. And the same idea with the optional hitch package. But the best part about this is electric Rivian, more accessible pricing, built-in normal, where we can extend the factory to make something for more customers and bring more people into the umbrella. And for anyone that hasn't pre-ordered yet, my mom beat me to it. I was a little bit upset. But my proudest day at Rivian was my mom said she's buying a Rivian. So me. If you have any questions on anything, please ask people that are around here. We're happy to answer questions, show you stuff. I'll show you one more really cool thing. You can see it through the back here or from the sides. We talked about camping, laying in the vehicle. If you've never car camped in an EV, you can just set the temperature. There's no engine running. It's a really nice experience. Unless you have whiny kids, then you can put them on the tent on the roof. But you can check out the screen there. There's a really cool ability to go to the dark. Now, you have these screens showing you your phone, something that's not going to give you all of the colors. Not going to provide a lot of information and not be like here's my phone with the screen. That perspective there's a lot of stuff where the full user story that we develop everything based on the use case scenario, and we bring those like to the product. We want to make sure that they're safe to use as well. Yes.
Charging location.
That is where it is on this vehicle. So this is where the charger is. This one is designed with the NACS charger native in the product. It is really nice here for curbside charging. Anybody that doesn't own a home, parks on the side by the sidewalk and needs to plug into the building. It's great. It's really great. It's a global product, European, other things. Because of some existing infrastructure, we are actively debating what is the best trade-off. We could give you a charge port everywhere. You just want to pay for it in your own building. So for anybody that was here with the R1 products when we came to the New York Auto Show back in 2019, that's where we started actually, was the passenger front. But for most driver scenarios, parking in your own garage and getting access to it, we decided it was a better scenario up front. No matter where we put it, somebody will be upset. I will admit to that right now. For that person, those people, I'll apologize. My name is Brian. You can call me and complain, but it's still cool to see it close together. Other questions for anybody?
Is the rear passenger window
All the way down. So part of the design of this, when you think about how you costs a lot to build this. If you look at the R1S back door, there's a div bar, vision bar between the fixed glass that's dark and the drop window. What we did is we actually designed everything to the top line of the house. Pillar just wide enough that the glass will go all the way to the door without an Any other questions? If not, yes, please. Yes, fog lights. The other cool thing, turn signal is no longer your main beam. It's down below. Turn signals are on this, your main beam doesn't dim. A lot of other little changes like that, and first this one just has the slide.
How about the hitch and the accessories?
Similar idea. Yeah, so we've got a couple. If you did see the video, so these little doors that will open and close, optional, able to add in the bike mounts or other accessories that we can do. It's a nicely integrated port. Allows you to put stuff on the back of the vehicle in a clever and simple way. So there's some cool content. We had a cargo box on the back end. Good images on the website. Probably not until we're 100% to hit them. We want to talk about launch pricing, and then everyone's like, okay, well, is that going to give you the range? And you advertise with the, go get some of that out. A lot of it actually comes down to tires. For anyone that drives an R1T or an R1S or any EV, you know how much the tires make a difference. We want to make sure we have all of that locked in. There's nothing worse than giving you a number that you're not happy with, and then even if you overachieve it, then you're upset. If we don't achieve it, you're upset. So we're trying to make sure it's honest and balanced. Yes?
You come from standard?
Great question.
What's the question?
So from a thermal system, our existing vehicles all ran off of a PVC heater. We have a lot of mechanical updates, obviously a much more mature company. There's some of those that I don't have full clarity on, but we'll get more on that. Yeah.
So one of my least favorite parts of the R1 is the in-house sound system.
Okay.
Any improvements for R2 platform?
It's funny. One of the things our acoustics team has been asking us for is to put speakers in this because it's the right cabin volume and everything else because they want to get that development moving as quickly as possible. I said I have to show this to a bunch of people in New York, so you can't have it right away. But we're trying to drive that as upfront as possible to give you a premium level that outperforms this class segment. So I haven't heard it. I know their targets are high.
Air compressor?
This one does not have the air compressor. It has power, USB-Cs. There's like 9 of them in the car.
Oh.
The wrong number. It's actually 8. It's like 9. And then it does have the 110 power outlet. Yes, it is really coming to Europe. Not this exact car, at least unless somebody that's over on that side of the room tells me to ship it. But yes, R2 is planning to come to Europe. It is very much designed as a global product. R1 Europe. So he was asking where it's going to be. We don't know where it'll be made or what countries will launch in first, but we know that the intention with this design, the package, and then again, for everyone that raised their hand on the R3 earlier, very much a global size. This is a slightly different variation on the Ocean. Yeah, so we'll look at what is the right balance that talks to the family and the materials that we have and we produce versus what fits this product better. Building a normal with a lot of harmony with the supply base. But we might call this something slightly different. We can almost see. Yes, so we're not demonstrating it on these ones, but they do, they vent out. Never, not a 7-seater. If you want a 7-seater, there is a blue amazing 7-seater. It is bigger, but this is 5.5. It will be like this one. There's not a current plan, at least launch with it. Anything can happen. As you expand, you go globally, you make a lot of stuff down the road. I don't want to tell you an R2 will never have any, but for the launch product, that's what we're excited about, which is getting the cost down to bring more people into the family. Not right now. What about Dr. Sanders? Be discussed. About cargo space. You want a number? I don't have that number. I don't know if we put out the number. If you happen to have a tape measure on you and you're like, oh, don't look at me. This is the size. I don't have the number. I don't know what we put out.
Very usable.
So, I mean, we put the seat down on one side so you can get a sense of it. I'm roughly 6 foot, depending on what gas station I'm walking out of. A little bit shorter, but I won't lie. I can lay back there, but we don't need to see me crawl into a car right now. Questions? Or do you guys want to? I will sit here all day.
The passenger seat folds down flat too.
So one of the things that we demonstrated with this, and we put shows for both the driver and passenger folding flat. As we look at, again, the product and what makes the most sense, we're looking at, is that a feature? Is it standard? Is it optional? So one of the things we want to demonstrate right now is showing the second row flat, and then we'll continue to discuss that in the product.
Oh.
We have not sourced my knowledge, but we're going in and saying, yeah, like there are probably people who look at years on our one. It's higher options are a great thing for anybody who has I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah.
I know we'll have options. I don't know what the NACS range will offer. Definitely we'll want road and off-road. We'll want the aero tread.
How's it going to hold up on the snow and ice in the Rocky Mountains?
I expect extremely well. Our vehicle's very stable, low center of gravity. The snow mode traction control, I expect a lot of the same drive mode functionality from regen braking into drive unit and power apply to be a generation ahead of where these are, because that software is in existence, and as we get more miles in our products, we can refine that to a better level. The suspension obviously is simpler, but the rest of the system, the electromechanicals, depending on what month I'm trying to quote, 2 years to really rock and solid.
Mm-hmm.
The software it's already the target system in this vehicle. Would it carry over to other platforms?
Anything that is software updatable, yes. This vehicle obviously will come with a 2026 R2 suite of sensors and modules and all of that kind of stuff. So there will be different hardware between the two, but software learning, again, miles accumulated, more features.
Two-wheel drive option.
Yeah, so we've announced a single, a dual, and a tri-motor variant. So in the case of the single motor, you would have.
Is that rear drive?
This will have a wiper somewhere. Maybe you'll see it, maybe you won't. Okay. But it will have a wiper for the rear glass. There's a lot of. It's aerodynamically set with a one box.
Is the drivetrain rear-wheel drive biased?
For the power distribution, it is drive mode based in the all-wheel drive variants, but for the single drive unit, it is rear accessory drive.
Why is the R1 platform more front-wheel drive biased?
I think that's based on everything we have being either a dual or quad. So you have more. I think we actually do have more torque power output of the rear drive unit than the front, even in the R1s. But it's very much on the, if I put too much to the rear and I'm putting more pitching and regen braking. So there's a whole lot of different gear ratios that are set up. It really is, it's drive and making sure you have traction so that in the case of the car behind you, you can put 835 horsepower down.
Because I noticed it in the drive mode screen. Even in all-purpose mode, the majority of power still goes to the front wheels first before it gets set.
Yep, and same thing. If you're in conserve, it is a front-wheel biased product. So we'll have to see what this ends up with when we go in the all-wheel drive and how we make that the most efficient possible. There's a lot different as well that came with the dual motor R1. Some of that's traction-based. I don't know if we need to.
Will the Tri have two motors on the front or in the rear?
Two rear. Right? Two rear. You said that? Or I just said that? Now they recorded it.
Oh, no one will ever know.
Right? Yeah. If there were any questions that were answered, remember my name's Kenneth, and but no, like I said, you guys do have questions. All the Rivian people who are here, I appreciate you all coming in to our space. Appreciate those of you that are owners, that are pre-orders. Really excited just to have a chance to show you something. This vehicle will be here until Saturday at some point. So invite people. The best thing you can do to be an advocate for electrification of vehicles is bring in people who don't know, don't think they're real. And certainly with our team, we're happy to get people into mobile drives. We really are encouraging people to look at the products that we're making now, get leases going. I've owned my R1T since October of 2022, and it's the coolest thing I've ever owned. I'm excited about the product. Makes it easier to stand here and talk to you.
How are pre-orders going now?
They're really good. The goals that we had, we surpassed very quickly. I'm sure you guys saw RJ's message. We had like 68,000 pre-orders within the first like 18 hours after reveal. Anybody that hasn't, there's a QR code you can scan, and then you can keep that number creeping up. I'm paid on commission, so everybody just tell me you did.
All right, so that was amazing. We learned so much about the R2 here, got a bunch of questions asked and answered, and it was just really cool to hear from somebody who's been working on it. So I hope you really enjoyed that. I certainly did. I'm going to go back and watch this a couple more times to see if I can pick out any more tidbits of anything that I might have missed, but I think we might have actually got a couple of pieces of news here too, if not at least like confirming some rumors and stuff. So that was absolutely amazing. So let me know down in the comments below, how excited are you for R2? I think this is a huge moment for Rivian. It's always been a super exciting brand, and obviously there's a lot of stuff that we love here, but even more to be excited about with the future here. And you know, it's a bit of a wait, but I think it's going to be worthwhile. If there's one thing I learned from my R1 experience, that's the 1.5 to 2 year wait can absolutely be worth it. So yeah, thanks. Let me know what you think. If you like this, please do hit that like button and subscribe. We're certainly covering a lot more about Rivian's story, as well as all kinds of other EVs, including the news, reviews, and drives and adventures with our Rivian and others. Want to say a big shout out to Rolandus, where he went, but he's back here just talking to me a second ago. First person who's ever like recognized me from the channel and said hi. So that was amazing, and thanks for watching, and good luck with your Rivian coming up in the future. All right, well with that, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you out there on the road.